Under Armour had the greatest shooter ever for a decade and couldn't figure out how to make money from it. Steph Curry generated $120 million annually for Under Armour. Jordan Brand, based off a guy who retired in 2003, made $7.3 billion for Nike last year. That's a 60 times multiple. This week, Curry walked away from them with full ownership of his brand, and Under Armour essentially admitted that they never knew how to properly market him. Here's how bad it got. When Curry hit the night-night shot that defined the 2022 finals, Under Armour couldn't be bothered to make any merch. They had to let Shoe Palace do a collab instead. If LeBron hits that shot, Nike builds a statue, orders a 12-episode Netflix documentary, and comes out with a special LeBron night-night king-size mattress. Chef Curry does it, and Under Armour prints 2 t-shirts and calls it a year. A decade ago, Under Armour had all the momentum. Players in the prime of their career like Tom Brady, Bryce Harper, Jordan Spieth, and yes, Steph Curry, all under their payroll. People call them a legitimate Nike challenger. And today, well, we're breaking down how a billion-dollar partnership imploded, where Steph Curry is going from here, and why this might be Under Armour's smartest move in years. I'm Kyle, this is Basketball Business, and let's dive right in. Two years ago, Under Armour CEO Kevin Plank said he couldn't imagine Under Armour without Steph Curry. Well, they just did the unimaginable. Back in 2017, Curry wasn't just important to Under Armour, he was the entire strategy for the brand. At his peak, Curry represented 63% of their footwear revenue. The Curry 2 was everywhere. The brand had momentum. They looked like legitimate Nike challengers. Then it all fell apart. Curry's own on-court dominance couldn't save declining sales. Product missteps, weak marketing, and competition from emerging brands resulted in the public forgetting he was even with Under Armour. By 2024, Steph Curry's share of the footwear business had collapsed to 35 to 43%. The man was still elite, but the partnership was dying. Under Armour's stock has collapsed 88% since its all-time high in 2015. They've had 8 straight quarters of declining sales. Then, in November of this year, Kevin Plank announced a $255 million restructuring focused on returning to core apparel values. 24 hours later, boom, Curry separation announcement. The company claimed this won't significantly affect financial results. Wall Street called bullshit immediately. One 3-factor analysis shows Curry brand represented $3.66 billion in theoretical market cap value, nearly double Under Armour's entire current worth of $1.9 billion. It's like a lemonade stand where one friend brings in 9 of those $10 in sales. If you lose that friend, you're not worth $1, you're worth nothing because nobody believes you could survive without him. Kinda like this year's Warriors team. If Curry goes down, nobody believes they could survive without him. But here's where it gets interesting. Steph might have pulled off the greatest endorsement exit in sports marketing history. Chef Curry walks away with everything. Full Curry brand ownership, logo, all intellectual property related to it. The Curry 13 drops February 2026 as the final Under Armour shoe. He told CNBC he wants Curry brand to outlive his career and become the next Jordan brand. At 37, he's not chasing another endorsement check. He's building a legacy. And unlike his Under Armour deal, this time he'll own it. The tensions were real too. Reports say CEO Kevin Plank and Steph Curry clash over Curry actually wearing or not wearing Under Armour apparel, Plank's Trump support, and declining shoe sales. This wasn't just business, it was a personal leave too.
Cue the Jordan meme, right? I take all that personally.
So where does the greatest shooter alive go next? 5 options, ranked in likelihood, and one of them is absolutely insane. Option 5, Nike. 0% chance this is happening. Curry having a standalone brand when LeBron doesn't would create absolute chaos. Total non-starter. Option 4, Chinese brands. They can offer 30 to 40% equity, and Curry has been the #1 selling jersey in China since 2017, so there's real market power there. But does Curry want his legacy brand headquartered in China? Probably not. Option 3, On Running. Now here's the wild card. $2.6 billion in revenue, 43% growth, Roger Federer as an equity partner. The upside is massive equity stakes. But they have zero basketball infrastructure, no design expertise for basketball shoes, and would probably need $20 to $50 million in research and development spend just to translate running tech to basketball. It's high risk, but potentially huge rewards. But at age 37, does Curry want to build his basketball infrastructure brand from scratch? Option 2, New Balance. This brand has the clearest traditional path. They've got about $900 million in cash and equivalents, 20% annual growth towards a projected $10 billion in revenue, and they've done creative equity deals before with Kawhi Leonard. Not the ones where he didn't have to plant trees, actual equity deals. The potential structure for Curry could be $25 million annually, 4% equity in the brand worth $312 million, enhanced royalties, and full Curry brand ownership. That can realistically be worth $900 million over 7 years. They've got the infrastructure, the cash, and the willingness to do creative deals with top basketball stars. Oh, and it doesn't hurt that they also got Shohei Ohtani on their payroll. This is their realistic, safe bet. I already explained why he's not going to Nike, and he probably won't go to a bigger brand like Adidas because he wants to make something his own. So New Balance can come in as an established partner with immediate infrastructure and offer significant equity. If Curry wants to focus on basketball and let professionals handle manufacturing and distribution, this is it. But here's the move that would change everything. Steph Curry goes fully independent. He's a bigger name than Under Armour now. That's why he left. Dick's Sporting Goods and Foot Locker would absolutely give him shelf space to accelerate their new partnership. They could see it as a place where they need him more than he needs them. Jaylen Brown turned down $50 million to launch his own brand. Curry could do the same with 10 times the marketing power. The risk? Manufacturing, distribution, inventory management, retail partnerships. All the annoying headaches Under Armour used to handle for him. The reward? He keeps everything. Every dollar of profit, every strategic decision, complete creative control, all coming up to Curry. And if he could generate even half of what Jordan Brand does, that's $3.6 billion in revenue annually. Even at industry low 5% profit margins, that's $180 million a year in straight cash profit he doesn't have to share with anyone. At 37, with hundreds of millions already in the bank, does he take the safe equity deal or bet on himself one last time?
Whoa, you watch TV all day?
No, this is game film. It's like homework.
Is that a milkshake?
No, it's a recovery shake. Guys, just because this looks easy doesn't mean it's not hard work.
Hot tub's ready for you, Steph.
Film sessions make my back tight.
Under Armour had the greatest shooter in basketball for over a decade and couldn't figure out how to monetize it. They made him 2% of their revenue when he should have been more like 20%. They couldn't make night-night merch when they had the easiest layup in sports marketing history. Steph Curry gets independence, full ownership, and the chance to build a legacy brand without corporate dysfunction. Under Armour stops bleeding cash in a category they were never going to win. Both sides walk away better off. That's rare in sports business. Drop a comment on where you think Curry will land. My money's with On as a groundbreaking partnership with massive potential to grow his Curry brand. Leave a like and subscribe to Basketball Business for more great insight on how the money moves shape the on-court game. Until next time, this is Kyle with Basketball Business.